what I'll teach you.
Mm.
Most should be back for another meeting. Okay,
One moment. I'm initiating a live stream, Bill.
you got it. We're good?
Yep.
Okay. Welcome, everybody. We will start the meeting. Marnie doesn't have her American flag up, but we'll, Marnie, you're going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance today. It's a little out of focus, but that's okay.
Okay. I pledge allegiance
To the
to
flag
the
flag
United
United
States
States
of
of
America
America
and to
and to the republic for which it
stands,
stands,
one nation,
one nation, under God, indivisible,
with
And
liberty
justice
and
for
justice for all.
Okay, so if we're not speaking, just put yourselves on mute. This way it makes it easier, and then Marnie will recognize anybody. Of course, you know, you join a meeting for the first time, this is the public portion. The board does not speak, only the public speaks. So anybody from the public, use the raise your hand and Marty will acknowledge.
Brian Gross,
Hi, this is Brian Gross from Councilmember Alexa Avilas' office. In true CB11 fashion, I'll keep this short and sweet. Tuesday, November 15th, we have a NILAG legal van coming to our office at 4417 4th Avenue. If you have any sort of legal issues, stop by our office. NILAG will be more than happy to help you. If you have any other constituent concerns or complaints or any sort of issues with any sort of municipal agency, call our office 718-439-9012, Monday through Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else from the public?
yes, Gordon Backer, if you would just unmute yourself.
Righto. Can you all hear me?
Yes,
All right. Thanks so much. So good evening, everyone. My name's Gordon Backer. I'm here from Brooklyn Public Library. Specifically, I work for the High Lawn branch. I'm just here with a few updates from the library system about stuff that's happening at BPL. First things first, Brooklyn Public Library has published our strategic plan for 2022, titled Finding Level Ground. It identifies 4 strategic priorities that we're going to be working on for the next 2 years, at which point they're going to reevaluate them. The priorities are community connections, digital inclusion, anti-oppression, and staff support. The plan also contains information about some of the initiatives that the library has underway. So anyone interested can find that at our website, bklynlibrary.org/strategic plan. Item number 2, the Central Library is going to be holding its winter book sale again this year. So donations are being accepted at the Central Library's grand lobby during its open hours. Those will be accepted through December 9th, and the sale will take place on December 10th, once again at the grand lobby of the Central Library. Proceeds will help support BPL collections and programs. They're going to be offering a huge collection of books and movies, and they ask the folks please bring their own bag. Materials will be $2, it sounds like, cash only. Last thing I've got from the system-wide thing. So BPL offers a variety of services for folks interested in preparing to become US citizens. That includes citizenship classes, citizenship prep groups, and legal services. At the moment, those are being offered online until further notice, but they did want us to highlight that. I think it's an important service as well. So the citizenship classes meet 3 hours a week. They're taught by experienced instructors. There's also citizenship prep groups, which are a little more informal. Those are led by volunteer citizenship exam coaches. Those are sort of drop-in weekly sessions. For more information, interested folks can call 718-230-2007, or they can email immigrantservices@bklynlibrary.org. All right, so that's the big stuff. And we also just wanted to shout out, we've got a lot of interesting stuff going on at the branch libraries. Speaking for my own branch, we've got grab and go crafts for the kids every week. We have toddler time on Wednesdays, 10:30 to 11:15. We have Saturday story time back on Saturdays at 11. And we also do craft kits for the adults and for the teens twice a month. Oh, and we do have a new chess workshop as well. That'll be on Mondays at 4:00 p.m. So to learn more about what we've got going on or anything at any of the other libraries, go to bklynlibrary.org, and you can click on the hours and locations tab to find your local branch. Reckon that covers everything. Thank you all so much for letting me speak.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Yes, one moment. Susan,
Hello, can you
Yep.
guys hear me?
Yes,
hear you.
Hi, this is Susan Zhuang from Assemblyman William Colton's office. First, I want to announce Assemblyman Colton get re-elected this year. Thanks all the community support. Thanks everyone. And also, second thing I want to mention, we're going to have veterans recognition event on November 16th, 5:30 at 29 Bay 25th Street. November 16, 5:30, 29 Bay 25th Street. If you know you have friends or neighbors you want to nominate, recognize the service they provide for our country, we love to give them an award, and we'll provide some, probably we'll have pizza for dinner that night. And if you can give me the name, you can either email me. I will put my email contact information in the chat. And also you can call our office 718-236-1598. We do really want to recognize all the veterans who served our country. And tomorrow is Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you.
okay, thank you, Susan. Anybody else?
Frank Fontana,
Hi, Monty. Good evening, everyone. Frank Fontana from the Post. Just one announcement. Starting Monday, November 21st, the Brooklyn Borough office, which is 210 Robin Street, is now moving to Adam Street, which is just down the road from the current office.
You're breaking up, Frank.
Getting everything in order. Oh, sorry. Is this better?
Yes,
Is this any better?
yes.
Okay, sorry about that. The Brooklyn Borough office located at 210 Geralman Street is moving to 345 Adams Street, which is down the block from our current office. So starting Monday, November 21st, all operations will be out of 345 Adams Street. So as of right now, the building's after hours still taking place next week on Tuesday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at 210, and then the following week will be at 345 Adams Street. And this second announcement is that we do have a current acting commissioner, which is Kaz Valenchik. He was a former first deputy, so he's currently acting right now in the position. And then we'll have some more updates sometime in the near future. Wish everybody a nice weekend, and I'll be on the call if any questions come up. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank. Anyone else?
Ms. John,
Hello, hi, good morning. Sorry, good morning. My goodness, I'm still asleep.
Okay, we're ready to go to bed too.
Off today, so my hours are a little bit sideways. But I just wanted to join in. I do, enjoy attending our community board meetings. The information is so vital and crucial, so I do appreciate it. And as I said, my name is Tambi John. I'm the branch manager at New Utrecht Library. I believe my colleague Gordon just spoke about what's happening in BPL. But just for New Utrecht, I would just like everybody to know that the Friends of New Utrecht will be sponsoring a flea market, White Elephant Sale, on November 19th, which is a Saturday, from 11 to 2 p.m. You can bring any items you have at home on the same day with you. And just to let everybody know that all proceeds will be going to, like the Central Library, to our programs, as well as for supplies for the New Utrecht Library. So please drop by, please support us. We can take anything you can give us, we appreciate it. And just want to say congrats to all our electeds and wishing everyone a safe and joyous holiday, veterans, as well as the gobble gobble Thanksgiving.
There you
Hope
go.
you all have a very good one. And that's it, thank you.
Thanks, Tammy. Thank you. Anybody else?
if there's anyone else that would like to speak, please use the raise hand function. I see none.
Okay, so I have a motion to close the public portion of the meeting. Jeff, seconded. Lori, all in favor? Any opposed, any abstentions? Okay, hearing none, we move on. Can I have a motion to accept the minutes of the October meeting? Okay, Jeff again, we got Robert, seconded. Is there anybody that has to add? If not, I'll take it by exception. If no one says anything, it's unanimously passed because it's easier on Zoom to do it that way. So nobody has any objections. Marnie carry unanimously. I'll now move into the chairman's report. Our Deputy Inspector Chen has moved on. He's now the commanding officer of the 5th precinct, which is in Chinatown, in Manhattan. Something he's been looking forward to and had really applied for. We thank him for his service and we certainly wish him well. There is a new process, and Marnie, you'll be part of that process, where NYPD is allowing the community to have some input on candidates for commanding officers. So we right now do not have a commanding officer, but they're in the process of starting up the interviews. Now, in the past, this board, I know we've had a little bit of excitement during the election with signs coming down off poles and etc. For those that have been on this board a very long time, we were one of the spearheads of making sure that there were big fines for people that do that. Because remember, and I guess everybody here has experienced it, I don't know anybody who wouldn't have, when they were putting all of those moving stickers, want to move, and then you pull the stickers off, and it was on every utility pole, every light pole. And I used to go around the community with my scissor, cutting them down. We had the DA who got involved with us when he was here, when he was in office, and he worked very, very closely with us, and actually apprehended those moving companies, and they had big fines. So you hadn't seen that in a number of years. So I do want to say and reiterate again, it is illegal to post any signs on public property. You want to post your house up the wazoo, you can do anything you want on your house or your friend's house or your fence, but you can't do it on trees and on light poles and whatever. That's city property. And it is illegal to do that. I don't think many people know that. And if you come from out of the city, you don't know that. So, let's be mindful of, if you do see that, and you do see these moving things coming back or anything else, even if it's political signs, I mean, they'll all be down now, but even next year, call Marnie, and we do have sanitation go out and remove them. I wouldn't suggest that you do it, because then people end up saying, why are you doing it or whatever? Let the officials do it. That's what sanitation is there for. But let Marnie know. She'd be happy to take care of it. Now, remember, half of the board is up for reelection, reappointment every second year. So this is the year that one half of the board, and you would know who you are because you're probably getting some notes, that your term is up. If you want to continue on the board, make sure that you fill out your application. It'll be available online starting next week. And it will only be available online until February 14th. I mean, it's plenty of time. It's almost 2 months. In 2 months, you should be able to get this done. Councilman Kagan will be hosting a District 47 Bensonhurst Bath Beach Town Hall. His meeting will happen on November 17th, 6:30 at the Il Centro. All are invited to attend. That's 8711 18th Avenue. And that's the chairman's report. Marnie, you're on the air.
Thank you, Bill. So following last month's meeting, I attended an all-agency meeting regarding the demolition of the 17th Avenue Bridge. It was scheduled to be removed this weekend, but has been postponed to the overnight hours on Friday, November 18th and Saturday, November 19th. The bridge will be removed in 2 sections. During demolition, traffic will be reduced to a single lane in both directions, and traffic will cross over the belt to accommodate construction. The eastbound entrance ramp from 4th Avenue and the westbound entrance ramp from Bay Parkway will be closed to incoming traffic during this process. and motorists who wish to bypass the belt may use the sign diversion routes, which will be posted in advance of the closures. And I just want to thank the Department of Transportation, because if anyone has been stuck on the northbound left turn lane from Bay Parkway onto Cropsey Avenue, maybe 5 cars can go through that segment. And they send engineers out and they will lengthen that so we can get cars through and not have some aggressive motorists doing things that we don't like to see. So I just wanted to give them a shout out. The Department of Sanitation announced that there will be trash, curbside composting and recycling collection on Veterans Day tomorrow. So put out your garbage this evening if it's not already out. And I want to share something interesting that we have been talking about for years and years. And it has to do with the removal of front yards and green space in our community. So on October 25th, I and Josephine Beckman, my counterpart at Community Board 10, joined Chairman Garodnick, the Department of City Planning and Rebuild by Design, for a pavement tour of CBs 10 and 11. The focus of the tour was to discuss how to maximize the capture of rainwater and preserving streetscapes. Historically and presently, Southwest Brooklyn communities have been challenged by the removal of front yards, side yards, and green spaces. And I just want to add that not all of it is for the purpose of parking cars. Some people, are older, they don't want to tend to a garden and clean and weed, and it's just easier to maintain. However, we speak of it as a quality of life issue, but we recognize that this is an environmental issue. And we know that our communities need to be more resilient, sustainable, and be prepared for more frequent, stronger storms. And we also need to prepare for growth and development, right? We see these spot land use applications coming down. So in the past, I would say 18 months, we have been notified and it's in the pipeline that we're going to have it's 12 developments that will bring 1,100 new units and 875 new cars based upon the parking that they're providing for those developments. So one of the concerns is, so how do we balance these issues, right? New York City is investing billions in gray and green infrastructure. However, these investments will not come to our communities fast enough to address current environmental impacts relating to stormwater flooding and coastal storm surge. The fact of the matter is that our sewers are 100 years old and don't have capacity to handle the current stormwater. And only 1/10 of an inch of rain triggers combined sewer overflow events. That means that the stormwater and wastewater that's mixed in our sewers go right out into Gravesend Bay. So we have challenges with the current laws. As members of this board who have been on a few years on our Planning and Zoning Committee, the Streetscape Text Amendment is unenforceable. A DOB, Department of Buildings summons for this zoning infraction is $500. It's one of the best deals to illegally park your vehicle. Minimum planting areas are too low to divert rainwater from the sewer system, and the Department of Buildings continues to allow self-certification for front yard accessory parking spaces and curb cuts. So there's a whole bunch of issues. Especially, I think one of them that really bothers me is that the Department of Parks does not check the legality of curb cut parking pads when determining potential tree planting locations. And some of our blocks only have one tree, especially on the northern end of the district. I don't know if you recall, Assemblyman Abadi stood up here and brought this to our attention. I would have had no idea. So DEP has not confirmed that it investigates the legal use of curb space when citing green infrastructure investments. So basically, the current citing for trees and bioswales and other green infrastructure is inequitable because it's placed in front of properties who comply with the law, but not cited where we need it most to capture that stormwater. So while many of the issues that I outlined do not directly relate to city planning, we appreciate and thank Chairman Garodnick and Amy Chester from Rebuilding by Design for coming to Bensonhurst and seeing firsthand the challenges the community faces. Hopefully, as other zoning text amendments come out, this will really stick with them, seeing it and being in the community. I mean, we've spoken about this, I think, 18 years about some of these challenges, but we're just seeing on some blocks, just whole blocks that are cement. And I think we really need to address it. So it's my hope that we raise lots of awareness and not just, send off resolutions and speak about it. So I'm hopeful about that. And I'm really happy that they came down. That being said, the forecast is calling for some impacts from Tropical Storm Nicole. If you live near a catch basin, please make sure the leaves are not blocking the top of the basin so that rainwater can flow freely so that our basements and streets don't flood. We received a request on behalf of businesses for overnight street cleaning regulations on 25th Avenue between Shaw Parkway and the Bay. Currently, there are no regulations on half the block. And really these regulations, it's by Mercedes and Adventurers Amusement Park. And what's happening there is it's a commercial manufactured zoned area. And what's happening is cars are dumped there, some no plates, others just abandoned. And it would really help get the street cleaned and open up some parking on that block if we had some control. So the Department of Sanitation requests a letter of support. So I just wanted to bring it to the board for that so that we can move on it quickly.
So can I get a motion to accept the letter of support that Monty's looking for? Okay, Eileen,
Yep.
Marillo, Robert,
Okay.
anybody object?
Is this motion about the removal of the lawns, or is this about the parking on 25th Avenue?
Yeah, parking on 25th
25th
Avenue
Avenue.
just for
Okay.
an overnight street cleaning regulation.
Okay, no objection there, but I did want to voice an objection about the.
We're not taking any action. Monty was just reporting on that, Rebecca.
Okay.
Yeah, if it comes up for a vote, we'll let you know it's a vote. You can state your objection. No vote on that. Okay. So
And that's all
nobody
I have.
objects to the 25th Avenue.
Okay.
All right, we're good on that, Marty.
Okay, and that's all I have.
So, any old business, or any new business? Yes, go ahead. Dr. Law.
Hello, Mr. Chairman. We have a cleanup activities on Saturday, November 12th at Cephalo Park. We need volunteers. Anybody want to join us to clean up the park and the street, please go to the park at 10 o'clock, okay? 10 o'clock, 10 to 12 p.m. Cephalo Park. Okay, most importantly, in talking about the Cephalo Park, we had a meeting this morning with the crime prevention officer and Mr. Colton. Somebody attacked someone at the park, use a baseball bat. That's very dangerous. And second incident, 82 years old man also attacked by a bunch of youngsters. They chased after him, punched his mouth and nose. He was sent to the hospital. So I advise everybody who uses the park, just be careful, okay? Thank you very much.
Thanks. Ravain?
Yeah, hi. Yeah, two things really quickly I just wanted to ask. First of all, there's no parking allowed at all in front of the JCH on Bay Parkway between 78th and 79th. I understand why, by day, maybe there are day camps or whatever, they need buses there. It doesn't really make sense that they should not allow parking there at night. And sometimes people park at, so I'm wondering, Marnie, if you could ever put a request for that, or try to get that changed to allow parking there at night.
He's looking for no parking 7, like 6 to 6.
I think so that happens when they did the select bus service and they relocated that bus stop. And they had articulated buses, so it was pushed back. I think there's only a no parking regulation after that bus stop, but I'll look into it, Ravane.
No, if I'm not mistaken, it's even at night, no parking on that whole block. The second issue I just wanted to mention is the Adams administration announced today a sanitation initiative that there are a lot of places in the city where it's sort of unclear which agency, I'm not sure if you saw it, but it's unclear which agency is responsible. It might be on the border of a park and a street, and no one knew if it was the Parks Department or the DOT or whatever. And they announced a big initiative to clean up certain areas that have been neglected. So I know you mentioned sanitation cleanups a lot. I want to know if there were any particular areas in our neighborhood, maybe you wanted to mention to be added to their list of like 1,500 locations. That's all. Thank you.
Go ahead, Marnie.
Yeah, no, I think they know our locations, but we'll follow up with sanitation.
Great. And while you're
Thanks a lot.
following up with them, they can't go for tomorrow because I think there's no alternate side tomorrow, correct? Right? No alternate side
Correct.
Tuesday. So, but next week, let these guys know when we need the sweepers is at this time of year. We don't need them not to come down.
So,
Because they say they get filled up with the things, fix them. That's all. I don't want to belabor the point. You got it. Just talk to them that they should really maintain the stuff this time of year.
absolutely.
Okay. Any other thing? Old, new business? Hearing none for all the veterans. Thank you for your service. And for everybody else, have a wonderful, joyous, and thankful Thanksgiving. And I thank you for all your service. All of you are really very special. Thank you.
Thank you.
And good night.
Good
Motion
night.
to
Bye.
Good night.